In the early fall of 1819, a carriage rattled to a stop before Blackthorn Manor, an isolated estate deep in the countryside of Westmere County. 12-year-old Edwin Hale, newly orphaned, stepped down and stared at the house with uneasy fascination. The manor stood tall and rigid, dark brick walls, narrow windows glowing faintly in the evening light, and two silent wings connected by glass corridors like frozen veins. Beyond the gates stretched a flat park of old oaks and whispering fir trees. Somewhere far away, a church bell struck 6, its sound drifting like a warning rather than a welcome. Edwin had been sent here by his distant relative, Dr. Lucius Crowell, a scholar few people truly understood. Neighbors described Crowell as distant, severe, and obsessed with ancient religions long forgotten by time. As Edwin waited at the door, a strange sadness settled over him, one that did not feel like his own. It felt older, waiting, watching. The door opened suddenly, and Dr. Lucius Crowell himself appeared, tall, thin, sharp-eyed, smiling too quickly. "Welcome, my boy," he said, rubbing his hands together. "Tell me, how old are you?" Edwin answered politely, though he found it odd the question was asked twice within minutes. Crowell seemed unusually interested in Edwin's birthday, carefully noting it down in a small leather journal. Inside the manor, Edwin noticed unsettling details. Statues of forgotten gods, books written in dead languages, and a stone sculpture of a figure sacrificing a bull. Crowell proudly explained his studies, ancient cults, secret rites, and beliefs about the soul's power beyond death. Despite his cold reputation, Crowell behaved kindly, almost eagerly. Too eagerly. That night, Edwin was shown to his room by the butler, Mr. Graves, whose eyes avoided his. Downstairs, only one person made Edwin feel truly safe, the warm and talkative housekeeper, Mrs. Alder. Mrs. Alder quickly became Edwin's confidant. She knew every corridor, every locked door, every rumor the manor tried to bury. One evening, by the fire, Edwin asked, "Has anyone else lived here? Children like me?" Mrs. Alder hesitated before speaking. Years earlier, Crowell had brought in a quiet girl named Mara, then later, a foreign boy called Nico. Both had no families. Both vanished without warning. "They just disappeared," Mrs. Alder whispered. "No luggage gone, no footprints, just gone." Crowell claimed they ran away, but the ponds were searched, the woods dragged, nothing was ever found. That night, Edwin dreamed of a long hallway ending in a locked bathing room. Moonlight revealed a thin figure lying inside an old tub, hands pressed tightly over its chest, mouth twisted into a sorrowful smile. Edwin woke up standing in the hallway, heart pounding. After several restless nights, Mrs. Alder discovered deep scratches torn across Edwin's nightshirt, long, parallel slashes over his left chest. Edwin swore he hadn't done it. Worse still, identical claw marks scarred the outside of his bedroom door, far too high for any animal. "They look like fingers," Mrs. Alder muttered. "Long ones." She begged Edwin to lock his door each night and say his prayers before sleeping. Around the manor, strange sounds grew louder. Soft crying in the gardens, scratching beneath the floors, and whispers that followed Edwin through empty corridors. Even Mr. Graves refused to enter the wine cellar after sunset, claiming something inside spoke in voices too clear to be rats. All the while, Dr. Crowell watched Edwin closely, noting every detail, every fear, with growing satisfaction. March arrived with violent winds that made the trees bend like fleeing figures. Edwin felt watched constantly, as if unseen crowds moved with the air itself. One afternoon, Dr. Crowell made a strange request. "Come to my study tonight at 11, he said softly. "I wish to show you something important to your future." Edwin glimpsed the study later. Candles, incense, red wine in a silver cup, and handwritten papers covered in symbols. That night, under a full moon, Edwin saw them. Two pale children stood on the terrace below his window, a boy and a girl. Their forms were thin, nearly transparent. The girl clutched her chest, smiling sadly. The boy raised his arms, revealing a black hollow where his heart should be. Their hunger was not for food. It was for justice. Terrified, Edwin ran to Dr. Crowell's study. The door resisted, then burst open. Crowell lay lifeless near the table. Beside him were papers Edwin would later understand. Descriptions of ancient rituals claiming power through the absorption of young souls. Stolen hearts granting dominion over unseen forces. Crowell had needed three: Mara, Nico, Edwin. But something had gone wrong. The spirits had come first. After Crowell's death, the manor grew silent. The scratching stopped. The whispers faded. Mrs. Alder told authorities everything she knew. Edwin was sent away, never to return. Yet villagers claimed that on certain nights, two childlike figures could still be seen near Blackthorn Manor, no longer angry, only waiting. Free at last. Edwin grew up, but never forgot the hollow eyes of the heartless boy. He studied history, not ancient magic, but forgotten victims. Blackthorn Manor was eventually abandoned. No one could stay. Edwin wrote his story years later, not as a confession, but as a warning. Some knowledge should never be pursued. Some doors must remain locked. Because hearts taken by force do not disappear. They remember, they return, and they never stop searching for what was stolen from them.